This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 8. It says, we are pressed on every side by troubles, but we are not crushed. We are perplexed, but not driven to despair.
Hey, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
Call Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakodash. That's giving all praise to the Most High. In the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the Ufalik scattered abroad. Shalom to the 144,000. My name is Ibar. Next to me,
Brother Napak.
and we the brothers from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. On the way to transit, or in transit on the way to the camp. Okay, figure we'll just go live real quick. Won't make this too long. But it's basically going into a testimony, that I had earlier this morning. All right. And the brother gonna read the testimony, but it's just, some exhortation, to trust the Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, pay attention to the signs. We almost out of here, man. All right, we definitely almost out of here, and the Lord is showing us that every day, that our salvation is nearer than we believe. All right, so you want to bring that testimony out?
Okay. It says,
This is a testimony I had this morning. I sent it to our group chat, just to uplift the brothers, okay? Because hey, that's what time we in, a time of exhortation, uplifting, and just the Lord is always showing us how He's with us, even through the hells and trials and tribulations we go through. The Lord is always showing us that He is with us, man. And the water Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for that. Go ahead.
This testimony says, yesterday I got paid and went broke in less than 24 hours paying bills. I had less than $20 to my name, put in a few bets, and prayed to the Lord. Woke up to this today. The Lord is with us, Akim.
That's right. The Lord is with us. And as you see in the thumbnail, I pretty much got, I had $5 in that account left. And somehow I made enough money to where it went to $144. All right, which it ain't much, but that's a lot for us because, though we're not rich and we damn sure ain't poor because our bills are paid, man. The Lord takes care of us, and you know how that go. At the beginning of the month, you got to pay all them bills up, to keep everything on and keep everything going, trying to stay afloat in His kingdom. But I had just got paid, and I was kind of frustrated about it last night. I was vexed because I had just got paid, and then as soon as I got paid, I had to pay a bunch of bills up, which had me broke again. And that's, a constant, thing here in this kingdom, As soon as you try to get ahead, or as soon as you do get ahead, something's always bringing you back down. Exactly. But the Lord showed me this, and I took it as a sign, a testimony, okay, for edification's sake, because the Lord didn't just do that for me, But basically, I had ended up putting in a few bets, and just hoping for the best. And then prior to me opening that, that app up, I was at the gym, and I was like, I'm gonna open this app up, and I'm gonna have some money. I know the Lord gonna bless me with something, and I prayed last night too that the Lord bless me, with something, so I can, get through the week, and continue to, just not be broke. We like I said, our bills are paid, but we ain't got a bunch of extra money just to throw around. Yep. And that's through the grace and mercy of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Yep. Okay, grab that scripture as well. Yeah. Damn, how it go about how we
have everything we need.
Yeah, we're not too rich and not too poor.
Oh, content.
Yeah, content. Be content, right? And that's us, man. We have learned to be content in this walk, in this flesh, in this wicked kingdom, in these chains of darkness, man. Because we don't need a bunch of money. We don't need $100 billion. All we need is just enough to get by, so we can continue to serve Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and ultimately be delivered. All right, that's what this is all about. While you grab it, I'll bring this out real quick. It says, this is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 5. It says, for like as all that is made in the world hath the beginning and the end is manifest. And we're seeing the end of America be made manifest, but also the end of our captivity. Okay, the end of us in this wicked rule. All right. We ain't gonna be suffering and catching hell and having to pay bills under this man forever. It says, even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. You see, so the Lord is showing us these signs. That's why I put pay attention to the signs. And as I was leaving the gym, I saw a truck pass by me. It was turning in where I was at, about to make a left turn. And the truck had numbers on the side of it. and it had 4044, which is mercy. Okay, 444 is mercy. So the Lord is always showing us the signs and how He's showing favor unto us. You know, giving us mercy, which that's all that's what we need right now, more than anything is mercy. Okay, that the Lord keep His Spirit upon us, because Jake is bugging out every day, left and right. Jake is just losing patience. But Yahawashi is with us.
Yeah.
Reading on, it says, and everyone that shall be saved, and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. You see? So we have, put in the faith and the works. We have the faith and we put in the works whereby we have believed that we may be saved, man. And that's what it all boils down to. You know, exactly. That's why we see 144, or, it symbolizes the 144,000, which is what we're striving for. We don't just want to be regular citizens in Israel. We want to be a part of that governing body. Okay? The ones that get to have that toast with Yahawashi. Okay, the ones that's going to reign with Yahawashi. That's what this is all about. So what does that mean? You can't be mediocre, man.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't afford to be mediocre and think you're going to reign with Yahawashi. Okay, this is why our beloved elders and apostles have told us to be on fire. You're going to have to, give your all to this thing.
This is, you know that? This is Philippians chapter 4 and verse 11. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am therewith to be content.
Right, and that's us. We learn to be content with whatever state we in, whether we have extra money or no money. We're content, okay? And that's a blessing from Yahawah, because you got certain people that can never have enough.
Exactly.
The scripture says the love of money is the root of all evil. You got niggas that's selling their ass, okay?
Just to get more.
Just to get more, okay? They out here, risking their lives and their freedom just to get more money. We ain't in that spirit, bro. Okay, we go to work, we get our daily bread, we pay our bills, and we are content with what the Lord has given us, what we have, and also with doing His work.
Yeah,
that's the most important thing. You got Jake that take on these jobs where they got you working 7 days a week, and now you can't do the work of the Lord. Fuck that, bro. Okay, fuck that. All these jobs are going to fire this year. Everybody's getting laid off. But one thing about it, the Lord ain't gonna lay us off.
Yeah, exactly. And Jacob, this world is so bent, about being, a part of this world or being somebody of this world, and we just want to be somebody to the Lord, man.
That's right.
So ultimately, we continue to serve the Lord Yahawashi in whatever state we're in, whether we're going through hell or whether we're prospering, man. All right, but we're being content in that state because we understand this is not our rest anyways. Right. All right, so we're okay with every state that the Lord put us in. Right.
And we did a video like this a few weeks ago, but the audio or the camera, it didn't save, so I had to take it down. But it was the same type of thing. I went to the store and I had bought some fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, bro. Some Greek yogurt stuff, healthy stuff. And the total came out to $44.01, or $44.41, and that's what the previous lesson we did was about. But like I said, it didn't save, so I had to take it down. Only a few seconds of it saved, and that's Satan. But even that, what do? We rejoice. We gave all praise to Yahawashi. Hey, we got edified.
Yeah.
Okay, it kept pushing. You got it.
Because with these videos, it brings exhortation. To continue to motivate and keep brothers on the track, man. That's right. To continue, to comfort brothers through the spirit of the word, man.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. So, Satan trying to get in the way of that, man. All right? But the Lord allows this word to be preached. And that's what the scripture says, for this comfort be within the scriptures, man.
That's right.
All right? When you're going through it, you go to the scriptures to gain comfort from the Lord Yahawashi. You pray, So when brothers do lessons like this, when brothers do lessons overall, it gives brothers comfort and exhort brothers to continue to keep going. Even when we talk about prophecy, it's just showing you getting closer and closer to the end where the Lord's going to come back. That's right. That's exhortation, man.
That's right.
It says, I got a precept to go along with what you
Go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 9, and I'm going to start at verse 7. It says,
Go ahead.
It says, you must, this is in the NLT.
No, drive.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
This is in the NLT. It says, you must each decide in your heart how much to give, and don't give reluctantly or in response to pressure, For Yahawah loves a person who gives cheerfully. And we continuously giving cheerfully for the Lord Bahasham Yahawashi.
And this is the most charitable thing, is our time doing this work.
Exactly.
You know, we can give, and to you brothers and sisters, you Akim and Akawaf that help out the body, that's a blessing as well too.
It's charity.
You know, these are all you know, charitable things that take. Scripture says charity take away a multitude of sins.
It says, it goes on. It says, for Yahawah loves a person who gives cheerfully. So you giving willingly, man. You know, it's not, you know, out of pressure, all right, or because you're forced to, but it's willingly you giving, you know, being charitable.
That's right.
It says, and Yahawah will provide all you need.
That's right. And that's what the Lord does. He gives us all that we need, bro.
Yeah.
Not necessarily what you want, but what you need. Exactly. And that's all that matters, bro.
Exactly.
As long as our needs are met, that's the Lord taking care of us.
Yeah, the Lord give us enough to get by, man. That's what we need, is to get by. All right, in this kingdom, we don't need to be, you know, the most famous or, you know, a celebrity or have all the money of this place. The Lord just giving us enough to get by, continue to do the work, because that's our reasonable sacrifices to serve the Lord.
That's right.
All right, our purpose ain't here to be a rapper or an NBA player. Right. It's to serve the Lord Yahawashi.
A multi-millionaire.
Yeah, because what do you think they give up for that? And
exactly. It's a shame to speak about those things that they have done in secret. But that's what the world teaches us, that this life is about, trying to become a multi-millionaire. You know, trying to make it. No, we just trying to make it out of here and make our way on one of those chariots, man. That's the most important thing in the world right now. Okay. Is it on that?
No, it goes on. It says, and Yahawah will generously provide all you need. Then you will always have everything you need and plenty left over to share with others.
And plenty left over to share with others. You see? Plenty left over to share with others. That was the one I told you to grab?
No, this is the...
that's the... I don't know what else that one is. Okay, you can grab that other one too. But yeah, plenty left over to share with others. So in the time we're coming into, hey, we are going to be beacons of hope, beacons of light, man. The Lord going to use us to, you know, deliver a lot of the 1/3, to help a lot of the 1/3 out, man. This is why you're going to get spiritual powers, okay? A way to escape, not just for you, but for, you know, spirits you ain't even met yet. And I've had visions of that, bro. I was, you know, literally helping people, you know, guiding them to a safe place in complete total chaos. It had to be Jacob's trouble. It had to be, we was in the thick of it. So much so that it was troops that shot into my chest and the bullets ricocheted off, bro. That's right. The Lord gonna do magnificent things for us in these last days, and you gotta be willing and ready. Yeah. That's all the Lord looking for. You can't be doubting. You can't be, you know, all fucking worked up and caught up in this world. And to hell with that, bro. Yep. Okay. And
that was that he that sows sparingly shall reap sparingly. Right. You know, because ultimately what you get is what you gain in return. So, you know, brothers are diligently serving the Lord Yahawashi. The Lord's gonna continue to take care of you, make sure you provided with everything you need. That's right. And more. That's right. All right. You know, and the Lord, you know, bless the brother. You don't know what else the Lord can bless the brother with over the week. Right. All right. Just for serving him, man. Right. All right. And that's the importance of serving the Lord Yahawashi.
And that shows you that it's the Lord that's keeping us, bro.
Exactly.
Because it ain't your damn job, bro. I mean, I work fucking 5 days a week and still, you know, just making ends meet. So, you know, we ain't gonna be rich and famous here, bro. Okay. Yeah. We shall get fame in the land through doing this work, but anything beyond that, you're gonna have to, you know, do some wicked shit that you ain't gonna be proud of. All right, was it on that?
Yeah, that's on that.
Let me wrap this real quick. This is Job chapter 13, verse 15. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will remain my own ways before him. It says, he also shall be my salvation, for an hypocrite shall not come before him. You see, so the Lord ain't gonna be dealing with no damn hypocrites, no false believers, no wicked spirits. And you got guys that's like that, and what happened? The Lord eventually end up getting them the hell up out of here. And what you can actually, you can question whether they was ever really in here in the first place. All right, so though the Lord slays us, he may, you know, put you through some hell or something. Yeah. You know, it says, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. And we continue to keep our trust in Bahasham Yahawashi. Yep. Not a job, not a career, not any of that shit, bro. It says, but I will maintain my own ways before him. And that's all that matters. That's what matters the most, man. Maintaining your faith, your integrity. That's right. Okay, do you catch some hell and say, oh, you know what, Lord, I ain't doing a video today. You know, hell no, man. That's right. You maintain your integrity before Bahasham Yahawashi, serving Bahasham Yahawashi truthfully and sincerely. And the Lord going to show you his power.
Right.
He's showing us his power. We ain't seen nothing yet, Akim. That's it.
I got one more real quick. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 1 in the NLT. Says, therefore, since Yahawah in his mercy has given us this new way, we never give up.
We never give up. This is the and this is it, bro. We have gotten a reawakening, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Coming into this truth, the Lord has awakened you to the light. Okay?
It says, we reject all shameful deeds and underhanded methods. We don't try to trick anyone or distort the word of Yahawah. We tell the truth before Yahawah, and all who are honest know this.
That's right.
All right, so we reject all shameful deeds. All right? That's why brothers ain't worried about being a ball player, because we know what you got to do to become that. All right? And we reject that, bro.
Hey, it was a video of this nigga DDG. It's on the channel Truth Is. And he was showing DDG, you know, he was trolling and shit, but he was being for real, because the dude, he was asking him what you got to do to make it, and he's pretty much telling him you gotta get cracked. Yeah, man. He said you gotta get cracked, and that's how he made it. That's how all these niggas make it, man.
That's what Adam Ross said to Charleston White.
Yeah, Aiden Ross said, you got and Aiden's a small hat.
Yeah.
So he said, how can I get this kind of money? He said, you gotta let me crack you.
Yeah.
You know. You pretty much, you gotta let him pop you, man.
And we reject all those shameful deeds, but you niggas have no backbone. All right,
so you'll do it.
You'll do it.
You sign up. Okay, that's all I gotta do
for $1 million.
That's all I gotta do. Have no idea what else, because they're gonna you gonna have to keep making them sacrifices, man. You know.
Exactly, and we reject all that for the Lord Yahawashi, because we know it's not right, man. That's wicked, bro. You know, so we continue to serve the Lord in righteousness. All right, and the Lord blesses us, you know, with everything we need to get by, man. We don't need it. We content with this, man. We all right. But them niggas got to continue to do more and more wickedness to get on a higher level, and they continue to do it so they can get on that high level and get the fame and the praise that they want.
Yeah, I saw a video this morning. I had put it in my post. I reshared it. It was this nigga Nick Cannon. Remember he was talking about that the Hebrew Israelite stuff, and then he went and he had to go apologize to them small hats for his show back. Right, so they said after he did that apology, he came on TV and said that he, you know, because he having all them damn kids, he said one of his kids died.
Damn.
So basically, along with that apology, he had to make a sacrifice, man.
Yeah.
And they took they took one of his sons. That's how these devils get down. You know. He had a newborn son, and the son ended up dying or something like that. He said, but that was basically a part of that apology.
Yep.
You nigga, hey, you gonna have to pay it in blood.
Yep.
You know, so that's what happened when you sell out to these damn devils, bro. This is why we serve Yahawah, because you go siding with Esau, you gonna find more problems than you started with, man. All right, and he was like crying on TV, like that was a whole humiliation ritual. Because you could have kept that to yourself, but he had to go on TV and tell everybody about it. And it was
yeah,
you know, but that was a part of that apology.
That's it. And their mental and their spirit is all darkened and messed up. That's why they can't function like that, bro. All right, them niggas can't function. You see Young Boy, you know, that rapper, he was over there doing an interview, and he sounded like he was about to cry, man.
Yeah, he tattooed help on his chest.
Yeah, he help.
Because he can't say it.
Exactly.
He can't say it, so you gotta, you know, tattoo it on his body and stuff.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of these rappers and these celebrities and things, you know, they go through. But you don't see it because they're going through it inwardly. You know?
It's in secret behind closed doors.
Yeah.
They call their ass down to them, you know, them elite parties and take you into a back room somewhere.
Yeah. Because ultimately, you know, we're going through it outwardly and flourishing in the spirit, but they're going through it, you know, inwardly, and they're flourishing in the flesh. And that's what's going, you know, causing them to go through all those depression states, all them drugs, and you know, to get away from reality.
That's why they gotta wear them dark ass shades all the time.
Yeah, man.
Because niggas don't.
I'm niggas seen,
you know, they be out of it, man. They be out of it.
That's right.
Somebody else said that too. It was Nick Cannon, I believe. He said he's basically saying how he's seen some shit. That's when he went exposing that industry, and guess what? They came and put him right back in check, man. Kanye West too, allegedly. The video looked like AI, but you know, who knows? Maybe he did it behind the scenes, where he pretty much went kissing them small hats ass, and you know, to try to get, you know, juice, you know, back in, because he was in China for a minute. You know, so that's what happened when you sell out to this damn devil, man. He'll have you out here, you know, a complete punk, you know, but you'll be looking fly on the outside, but weak on the inside. You see? And we look weak on the outside, but we are flourishing on the inside, bro.
Exactly.
All right, but that's all I got. You anything else?
Nah, that's all.
And so that's the point. We got to go ahead and start this camp up in a few minutes. Praise us, edifying to the whole elect. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles, the great millstone who taught us its truth and truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the whole elect scattered abroad. Shalom.
Shalom.